I'm here. But having the same issues. I hate this so much. I just hate it. I hate that I have to have it up on screen. Anyway, yeah, I'm live. Let me just. No wait, I don't even have to do that anymore. I can go here. Awesome. Let me just put this over. Then just gonna Patreon as well. And let's double check that, yes. There we go. Just gonna double check that I can hear myself. There we go. Just gonna double check that I can hear myself. Awesome, let's go. Live and in stereo. So, I actually gotten quite far now with this. I have actually, one second, let me just open the schedule. Oh yeah, I forgot to ask how everyone's week was. I hope it was good. Mine was good too. I had to take like one day, not off, but sort of, just recoup some strength. Other than that, I'm fine. But the holiday has made its toll, but it's fine. Started working out again. So that is good. Let me just see. Oh yeah, I guess, in case you wonder, I do vape. I don't smoke. I used to smoke, but it was really bad. I used to smoke like 3 packs a day. So yeah, it was really bad. So I switched to vaping. I guess we'll see. If it's bad for you, I think it is bad, but well, we'll see, you know. They can hear the Reddit tobacco. Now, this is how far I've gotten. Let me show you. Let me just... Now, if I go in here. Oh yeah, I haven't, because it's not there. That's so annoying, I forgot. But essentially, I have a card now that rolls, so you press it to roll. And when I got that far, I was like, oh yeah, let's hope that we can keep this momentum going, guys. For the thing, but then I realized that it's just now I did something bad, and now it's, yeah, because it was there always and I hated that. I was like, no, it should just be there. I want it to be clear, because later when I copy paste this thing, you know, I have to make sure, or copy paste it for different battles. I have to make sure that it, how to say, it's easier to plug. And if I have like this thing I never fix, like for example, like the card to roll is always there, then I would, you know, commit the Sudoku. There you go. Let's go to script, and we will see what we can do about this. All right. I'm in board. Let's try that again. There we go. Now you see the card on the board, right? That's so cool, man. I love this. So now you see, huh? And now this thing rolls. Look at the die plate here now. It rolls the die now, and then it moves. How far we have gotten, man. How far we have gotten. These buttons are disconnected for now, because I mean, the move away button is like useless now, so that's the last thing I'm gonna do. What I think I'm gonna do is, you see these things? I think I will just have the character card slide in somewhere. I just have to figure out where. No, I have many ideas. For example, you could have up here, for instance, you could have a little. That's how it has like a little, what's it called? Podium, it's called in Swedish. Stativ in Swedish too. It's a thing where you show notes in, like placards. So that one could change, you know? Like that's an idea I have. What I do want to do though, is the numbers you get here. I want it to be a board behind, so it goes glowing in like this weird, like Victorian arcade. Like an arcade machine was made by a Victorian man, you know? Or woman, you know? I want the rolls to show here, so you know very clearly, okay, that's what's the roll I go. So, for example, now, you see, rolled 4. Our speed is 4, yes. So, it will be 4 die, 4 mod. This is the result. And the same with when the goblin rolls, you know, roll, ding, ding. I'm not gonna roll. This movement is not gonna roll, it's gonna take too long time. Like I suspect maybe we will hate that you roll for movement here after a while, but we will see. But at the same time, the thing is, like, when you get so powerful, right? When when you get so powerful that you can just kill everything one shot, then sure, it's annoying when this thing rolls. But then imagine you meet Lucille, right? Who will have, what, 99 speed, so she can just move wherever she wants. For instance, right? Then that one, when you have to get somewhere and hide from her, for example, then that raises the anticipation, right? Now, we're gonna see if, we're gonna start now with the other cards. Works. Now, let's sorry, Granny sent me something in chat. Not in chat, but my Discord chat. Talking about sound effects. Because I don't know if they want to be mentioned though, but I have someone familiar with AI vids. They have a stronger computer than me. And I do image to image, you know. So I have some really cool stuff to show you later in Holy. But the thing is, like, how to explain it? There's some sound effects that, well, yeah. It's hard to make them. It's very hard to make them because it's you just have to. Because some things do not have a sound effect really. Like, let's say, for example, great example, the Grudge, right? So anyone who's watched The Grudge know that Kayiko's hair is like, it's very iconic in the films, like, and he uses the hair, like the guy, I forget his name, but anyway, the guy who made them, the point is that the ghost's hair is like super important when you hear it move, and they're like, yeah, how are we gonna, yeah, good luck making a sound effect for hair. And there's the thing, like, of all the sound effects in that film, like the hair sound effects, what I hate the most, it doesn't sound scary at all. It just sounds like a brush. That's all it sounds like. It's not scary. So that's the one thing that takes me out of it, and he probably worked really hard on it, and then like it's not scary whatsoever. So you can like, and that's also the thing, like, so for example that guy, right, for Grudge, he worked so hard on this one sound effect, and then like, yeah, I got it, and then it just doesn't work. And the same here, right? That you have some sound effects and this won't work, bro. This won't fucking work. Now, let's look at the gun card. So let's see if we can implement it. We're gonna do 20 more minutes of this, or 10 or 20. If I finish this earlier, then I will speak some more about other things, you know? But, okay, so I can actually tell you guys the steps I need to know, so you know what I'm doing. So, what we're doing now, going to 3D. Oh yeah, I should probably tell you guys what all these things do, right? Because I've never done that. So yeah, script, obvious, this is all the scripting. 3D, this is the 3D viewport, you see the stand-in for Sargosi there. And, you know, the die pit, and everything like that. And 2D, that's more for this. This one is in 2D. Because I wanted to have that feel, you know. And because what I wanted to do is like also have like that the maps like Sargosi have made like in universe, right? She's made these, you know, walls and stuff that she puts up that you have to. So she puts them up for each map, and you know they're coded in, but yeah. But I want the map to be like 2D, so it looks. I don't know. It just feels the right way to do. Anyway, now we'll learn that. Right, so I need to. What? So this is what it says to me. Same process as the move card. Create a new node 3D in the scene. Attach action card GD. Set its card type to draw. Give it a mesh instance. 3D 3D plus collisions shape 3D. Put the gun roller card texture on it. But what do they mean card type? What? Okay. Maybe I did this and I was like so okay, now you have to be way more specific, dude. In Shalmo. Alright, let me just log in and I will do this. Okay. Hello, Dark. Can I say this? I'm always so scared if it means something. But hello, Dark or Luffy. Okay. I heard you were on Hassan's stream the other day. Ah, good to hear, man. Hello. Now, step 1: create the node. Okay, now I understand what it means. Okay, I got it now. Later I have to actually I'll say, sort out the board, because if you see here, let me just double check that it's there. Good. You see all of this. I need to figure out how I show my clicker, but okay, another time. You see all of this. I think I said it last time too. I don't like this at all. Like, it's so unorganized, and I want to shoot myself when I see it, you know. So when I've done the UI, then the first thing I'm gonna do is get set up, because it's just good luck finding anything here, man. Like the stat tokens and everything. And then after I've done that, then I will add in. First and foremost, I have to make the map bigger. But I like that you can sort of, it leans on the board. That feels real to me. Now, let's see what this bot bro wants us to do, okay? In the same look, okay, it wants us to create a new node 3D. Add child node 3D create. And then we will name it to draw card. Attach script. Let's see now. Where did I put it? Props, right? Okay. Okay, so I do have it. Okay, actually. Create a list. Save. Okay, let me just. Withdraw card selected. Look in the inspector. Oh, draw. It's already selected. But then, huh? Okay, there you go. All right. Done. Withdraw card, and now. Should be here, yes. Box mesh. Yes. Find the mesh property, click on the box, choose box, new box mesh. Click on the box mesh that appears. Set size to, okay, now I want to set the exact same size as this one, so let's see now. What did I put it on? This is not it. Where is it? Image, right? The reason I remember is because I had to scale it so annoyingly. Oh, I have to remember this shit. 0943. Of course it does that. Why wouldn't it? What? Why is it doing this to me? So it is node 3D, thank you. Transform. Thank you. That's my fault. 943. Because you obviously want it as big as the other one, right? Because otherwise it will look weird and my autism will kill me. 0.01. Please tell me it's unlocked. Yes, it's unlocked. Awesome. Said. At 309, jag kan säga det Swedish. At 309. At 309. What? That's annoying, right? Here I can set it what for now here like now. Screw it. And now we'll remove it. Why does it feel? No, it's fine. Yes, the card shape is there. Place it next to move card. What? No. Sylvester Dude, what no? Area 3D. What Area 3D does is that. Okay, fine. I don't know the, exact thing it does. Okay, but what I do know what it does is that it makes it so that when you hover over it, it connects to the thing that's in it. I guess something like this. That's why we're in Area 3D right now. Because the idea is so when you hover over the card, something happens. So it connects. Okay. Search for collision shape 3D and add it. Awesome. Why? Just why, bro? Collision shape. Right. In the inspector, click the empty shape box, new box shape. Okay, what I need to do, right? Because I screwed up. All of this needs to obviously be in one, because otherwise it will be hell. There we go. So I'm gonna put this to 0 again. And then move the whole shebang when it's done. Set. Okay, collision shape. Select the draw card node. 0. You're right, yes, scale. It shouldn't be the exact same as this one. I'm gonna put it the same. No, exactly. So we're gonna skip that stuff. Done. Exactly, now we can see it. Alright, so the first thing I'm gonna do is actually move this. Now you can see that the Area 3D, it's not connected because we forgot to do something with it. I forget exactly what it is, we forgot to do it with it. But let me see if I missed something. Ah, okay. Click the empty shape box. Box shape 3, right? There we go. And you see that it has to be here, man. There. Awesome. Now we will do the next thing. Initial file material override. Okay, now we're back to Mesh Instance 3. Let's see. Material. Surface material override. Oh yeah, I'm stupid. It's here. Why didn't I? This is so stupid. I don't understand why I didn't just put them all there, but hey, there you go, bro. I don't know why. No, I know why I didn't do that. Give me 1 second. Oh, this card is still there. Yes. Draw. Now I have to sort this out. Give me 1 second. I see top hat. I screwed up. Guess you can't do it this way. Material override. Standard material 3D. That's what you do. And now open the albedo section. Exactly. What? What did I do wrong? Okay. Yeah, once again. Yes. And now we put it in here instead. Exactly, because here somewhere I can tile it. Exactly, yes. Yes. Let me just zoom in. Perfect. Now, there you go, top hat. Now I'm just gonna add. I'm gonna try to do this myself. Actually, I should be able to do it. Label 3D, create, text, draw. Så gå och se gigakött. Welcome to Brazil. Thank you. Yeah. So what do you make? Butterfly. Okay, I just have to fix something. I have to make sure these things are mounted. Because the thing is, like, it's called. He always asks me for something called input ray pickable, but it's not called that. It's like something like this. Here. It's on anyway. Alright, now. Moment of truth. Okay, now the draw card is there from start, and as you can see, I screwed up. It's too slanted. Oh wait, you can't see it because I haven't switched window yet. Now you should be able to see it. Now we should. Okay, now. There you go. So now, as you can see, it's there from start. It shouldn't be there from start, but now. Awesome! Now, I should be able to click it once more, and then it should blow out. Right. As you can see, guess now it doesn't do anything. So it's alright. So now move. Well, that's a shame. That's a shame, but okay. Let's end that. Yeah, that there. But we got pretty far though. We got pretty far. But before I do, I need to just. No, come back, please. Yes. Here's something. Oh yeah, I'm gonna fix this. Okay, one second. There you go. As you can see, I screwed up with this one, so we're gonna fix this one. UV2, there we go. There you go. Am I? No, I'm not stupid. Alright, let me just. It works. Yet, when I shoot twice with top hat, the move button does not work anymore. Also, what was the second thing? There was something else that was super annoying. Yes. Draw card was always on board before I picked class. There we go. So now, alright, so let me just close this down, because now we're getting into this thing. Yes. Alright, so what I wanted to talk about is it's so stupid, like the true inspiration for the Holy game, the Holy milestone. Because this whole story is it's strange, man. It's just so strange. And because the thing is, like, I was looking into all of this, this hypno thing, Bambi sleep, whatnot, right? I might have told this story before, but it's just so weird, man. I have to tell it. So, it goes like this. This is a guy on Reddit, right? And he tells this story. And he says that he thinks that Bambi has taken over his life. For those of you who don't know, Bambi is like a bimbo hypno. Essentially, you listen to it and you turn into a bimbo. That's more or less it. Each own to their own. And let's leave it at that. Now, this guy has said that, like, Bambi had been taking over his life more and more. He had these vivid dreams of her and stuff. Okay, right? That makes sense. Sure. And then there was this. He had been at work, and then he had lost control somehow and started speaking like Bambi. And then, like, in his dreams, Bambi said that, "Oh, I'm taking over. You're never gonna, escape me, right?" And then something again happened at his work. Like, I forget exactly what, but something like maybe he giggled or he heard a giggle or something. And then he runs into the bathroom because he gets so scared, and he looks into the mirror. I should laugh because it's like, this guy obviously like, yeah, I can do this. Okay, I can do this. He looks into the mirror. And in the mirror, he sees Bambi, like the bimbo, right? Looking at him. And teasing him, taunting him. And he got so scared he ran home. And where did I find this post? Where did I find on DBAC? I don't think I can mention that word on YouTube, but a certain type of hypnosis. Did I find it there? No. That's not the summary I found it on. I found it on r/Talpa. And Talpa is the subreddit for the entity Talpa. For those of you who don't know, Talpa is when you bring something into existence using your will. So, for example, let's say I wrote too hard about Sargosi, right? And then like an albatross showed up at my window wearing a beret, then sure, that would be a Talpa, right? And then here's the next part. The people of r/Talpa is like, oh yeah, this happens a lot lately with Bambi. Just, we will send you some messages. We will get it sorted out, don't worry. So what I'm trying to get at here is that this Redditor got so horny that he successfully summoned a demon. It's just cinema. Pure cinema. And that's where I got the idea from Holy Smiles at the end from. Because I was like, boom, like Jesus Christ. Holy. Oh. It's just like, then I added my own stuff because first it was gonna be, the thing with the Holy game was that I wanted it, first it's like, it's just boring, like some guy, yes, because I think I showed the first strat I did it when I was gonna troll the certain subreddit, but I didn't, because like, nah, that's wrong. And then I had a poll and people wanted me to make the stars, I okay, cool, let's make it, but then I was like, okay, I have to have an angle for it, otherwise I'm not gonna make this. And then I got the angle of Holy and stuff like that. But you have two forces nudging the main character in two different directions, right? You have Gadriel, who wants him to, choose a path of no responsibility, thus a path of no adventure, thus a path of no meaning. Whereas going Holy's path is the opposite, and the one you should pick. But you have to start it. If you start that road the right way, I'm not just talking about I'm not talking about in-game now, I'm talking in general, right? If you start such a journey the wrong way, you might get to the place you wanted to go at the end. For sure, you may not, but the road becomes so much harder if you didn't do it proper from the start. And that's sort of the two ideas that I wanted to get at. And it also gets harder and further into Gadriel's road, the harder it gets to get back on Holly's road. Which is why I left one of the bad endings in, like the one that I have released. I left that ending very ambiguous, whether Leander ends it or if he survives and tries to get on the Holy Road. I was gonna make it way more obvious what happens, but I felt like, nah, keep it vague, but also leave enough clues so people can figure out what Leander did at the end. Because I want to be clear here. One thing I do want to be clear about with that ending, though, is that he is Leander at the end of that ending. He's back as Leander. Sargosi successfully exercises Leanne from him. Now, I didn't want to touch, because I didn't mention it in the title now, kind of regret putting in the title, but hey, I said I was going to talk about it, so here we go. Now, when I lived in Malta last year, in one of the nights there, I lived in a penthouse, but you had to go through this other family's sort of foyer to get there. I mean, they were cool enough, I guess. It was kind of like they had teenage kids that ran around, but they mostly left me alone, so it's like, okay, cool. I mean, they weren't like bullying me, like, stealing my lunch money or some shit like that, right? But it was like very small apartment. But it worked for what I did. And I had already finished writing Holly the year before in Texas when I lived there. So that was done, right? But in Malta, right, I had this dream when I was sleeping, obviously. It was this dream that like a type of dream I would never have. I don't forget, but I felt like wrong. I was like, this is not a dream I would have. I start like, waking up and stuff. And my bed is shaking. Like something is, riding me. And when I look down on the top of my covers, I see imprints, like from hands or feet, moving. Like an invisible force is there. So I kind of go, nope, and then I kind of get out of bed and go to the bathroom, and then sort of, like, the mood changes. I don't even think I went out to have a smoke or anything. I just kind of, and then, keep on with my day. Then the last, let's see now, month I lived there. This is the first month. And then there was this incident with a bill away now. I was with this girl, right? And I wake up, so we're at her apartment this time, not mine. And she never went to mine, by the way, but we're in her apartment. And I wake up because she's shaking, she's convulsing, almost like she is having a nightmare. And I was like, okay, alright, that's kind of odd. Then the final thing happened. I came back from getting like a late night snack because I was, what was I doing? Oh no, I was working Holiday then, and it was like, this would have been, was it Birds or Holly? No, it was Holly. And it was the first part of the Bad End, the one that I released, the Bimbo Bad End. And at that part, right, I was so, I've been working so much, I was like, oh man. And then I go up, and here's the thing, right? The family that I told you I had to go through to get to my place, they had this St. Michael icon on the door, right? And all these religious icons. And this is what I think I have them too, so that's fine. I have no problem with that, obviously. But they always left the door open, and they said to me like, no, don't worry, like, we always keep check, yeah, sure, bro. And they always left their apartment door open too, like, not just the front door, but their door to their apartment. So I go up, and the door's open outside, okay, obviously. I go up, and then I look into their apartment, because, I mean, it's obvious, like, you go up, and then, like, you just see, oh, shit, oh, damn, it's open. And then as I look through the apartment. And then at the end, there's like a window, right? And the window has been left open, so it's flowing. And then I see the outline of a woman with huge bulging eyes, like coming up to the covered drape. The curtain. Like, the curtain is laying across her big bulging white eyes. And then she kind of disappears. And I was like, holy, And then I went up to my penthouse and continued working. Because I didn't have time, like, to get scared. So yeah. For sure, it could have been Uh, yes, you know, my imagination and stuff. All of those things, right? I'm thinking about it. Yet, there's another thing that makes me think like, because obviously when I did the whole game, I did look into all those hypnos and stuff like that, you know, the hypnos they're based on to see it. So I looked through them and stuff like that and kind of got the idea, okay, what is the bot? What is the goal here? So I got to, yes, I've listened to them, yes. But the thing is, at the end of it, right, I was like, okay, cool, like, you know, I'm still me, not thinking about wearing pink or growing my hair long or something like this, you know. But yeah, I was like, you know what? Hypnosis is one of those things where I, like most people say it doesn't work, but I was like, you know what? In case, you know, it does work, let me do like, you know, the anti-hypnosis thing. So I found like an anti-hypnosis. Everyone said, oh yeah, this is the best one for if you've ever been hypnotized. And like, I think it's a funnel derailment here, but there was someone who had like, I remember it was like a funny, it wasn't funny for him, but funny for everyone else who's reading it, but he had like some tick he got from hypnosis, like, you know, that he had to sing something when he heard a certain word and was so annoyed. He was like, oh, I'm so happy to find this out, the hypnosis. Now I don't have this annoying tick anymore. I thought that's so funny. But, I mean, not for him. It's not for him. But, oh, got you, Dark. Ecuador, yeah, I know some people from there, man. Beautiful country. I do want to go sometime, but it's, I heard that there's some things going on down there, bro. So they have to calm down. Then I go there, bro. But anyway, so I do this anti-hypnosis and I look up like, okay, the triggers. Okay, what are the triggers that this person made Bambi sleep did? What are they? So I can just take them and then like, no, okay, these are the triggers. And then I did it once, and this is actually how I knew that I needed the triggers, because the guy says in the in the hypnosis, it says like, hey man, these are the triggers, you know what they are. And I was like, oh, damn, I actually don't. So I had to look them up online, then get them, and then think of them, and then go in after hypnosis. Here's the thing. As I close my eyes, you know, and doing the anti-hypnosis thing, you know, thinking of, you know, remember I don't believe that Bambi thing works at all. I felt something enter my room in Malta. And this was like before I went to Texas. So this was like before that. This hypnosis story happened. It was strange, man. Like I could feel like something entered the room. And I will just end the story there, because then we get into it just gets too weird. It gets too weird. And it's not the right place to tell it. That's why I am a little like, what's but after that, I just think, I'm gonna be real, I just think Malta is haunted, man. Because also, if you ever go to Malta, man, like, ask the Maltese people, they, like, all of them, like, most of them believe in, like, ghosts and stuff, because so much wars have happened on that island, and, like, so many horrors have happened on that island, and good things, too. And there's a lot of trauma there, and like, because I remember I told, not the hypnosis story, but the story about the ghosts I saw to my new landlords in Malta. And the guy who heard it, he got like super happy, like almost happy, like, oh, that's so cool, you saw a ghost, oh, you know, like that. And then like, he started laughing, like, oh, it's probably like they demolitioned like an old mansion, and then like the ghost went from there to a new apartment. He was laughing, and the wife did not find that funny, so he had to like, oh yeah, but you know, it's not real. So I just think Malta is haunted, man. There you go. Like, I don't really believe in ghosts and ghouls and stuff like that. I haven't seen them except that one time, I guess. So there you go. I was gonna see what Dark said. Okay, that it's a bit off. Melanie-year-old thing. That's a bit off. I have to get to other things first, birds and bees, but there will be, but not like a couple updates at least, because now we're doing the bad end, right? And Gerald is not in that. But happy you enjoyed it. Happy you enjoyed it. Give me 1 second. Yeah, let me end this. Because someone told me that they wanted this new ending for Holiday I'm doing now to be like. Because I mean, listen, I love when people give me comments and stuff and feedback. So please don't stop doing it just because I bring it up. But someone said oh yeah, because they wanted like a good, happy and bimbo ending for the end. I'm like, no, it's a demon. You're not gonna get a happy ending with that, and you're doing it for the wrong reasons, right? And because I think it's important to say that, you shouldn't no, there can't be a happy ending this way, because it's actual demonic influence. You should probably not do that. Whether or not you believe it or don't believe it, listen, do I believe demons are walking around turning people into females? No, of course not. What I'm trying to get is that if you have something provable that this is a legit evil spirit, then whatever it does, it's gonna be evil. That's why how I say and why I call these things bad endings. That's what I want to say about that. But now, I must go. Thank you all for listening, and I'm very happy we made some good successes today in Godot.